If your eyebrows are turning gray, you might be experiencing what I personally like to call the mad scientist eyebrows phase of your life. I'm going through this phase of life myself. All of a sudden, I have coarse white and gray eyebrow hairs growing super quickly throughout my eyebrows. And not only do they grow super quickly, they stick out every which way. It's maddening. If this is happening to you too, I just want to reassure you, don't worry, we can get through this together. And the best part is we can get through this together in the comfort of our own homes for very little money. Are you ready to find out how? Okay, let's go. Gray eyebrow hairs tend to be coarser and more wiry than gray hair that grows out of your head. I don't know why that is. I'm sure there's a scientific explanation. But in any case, that's why they stick out all over the place, and that's why they're so unruly. So the best way to take care of that is to get yourself an eyebrow trimming kit. The one I have is from Tweezerman. If I remember correctly, it was less than $20. All it consists of is this cute little pair of scissors and this little brush, and that's really all you need. I used to go to the Benefit Brow Bar, I think it's called, at either Sephora or Ulta, I can't remember which one, and I would pay somebody there to trim my eyebrows, but I found out how to do it at home, and it's actually pretty simple. Some experts say you shouldn't attempt to do it at home, but believe me, I am an incredible klutz. I am not coordinated, and I can do it. So if I can do it, I'm confident that everybody can do it. In order to trim your eyebrows, you need to take a little brush and you need to brush up all these hairs. So you get all this going up. You make the mad scientist action really happen. So ignore all my wrinkles, please. I don't really do anything about them because I figure it's a losing battle, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. And now they fell back down again. So let's try that again. And you just carefully trim those little hairs that stick up over your brows. So it's a lot better now. I don't know if you can tell. Then just put them back into place. Now let's do the other crazy one. See, I'll do it over here so you can see. And just try to follow the shape of your eyebrows. Okay, so that got rid of all the crazy sticking up hairs. Okay, they're looking a little less unruly, but there are still some more things to be done if you want to join me for that. The next thing that you can do is to shape your eyebrows. Now, when I was a kid, I had just basically a straight eyebrow. I didn't have any arch at all. So as I got older, I used tweezers to really make a defined arch. I find that I actually don't need to do much anymore with the tweezers, but if you do, you can use tweezers or you can use wax. Personally, I prefer a tweezers. My favorite is actually not the Tweezerman. I like just the cheap Revlon tweezers with the really pointy edge, but that's really just a personal preference. The reason tweezing is great is because it's cheap and it's accurate. You can pinpoint exactly which hair you want to get out. And I don't know about you, but if you're over 50, sometimes some of us ladies find that we get hair down here, which is irritating. And so I use my tweezer for that too. Not only is tweezing easy and cheap to do, but it also leaves a smoother surface, which I love. Personally, I've never found tweezing painful or uncomfortable, but some people just do not like it. If that's the case for you, you could always do a home eyebrow waxing kit. Some dermatologists don't recommend you use it at all. It can interfere with certain medications, and it's a little easy to take off too much. But if you want to give it a shot, they do sell home waxing kits on Amazon and elsewhere, and a lot of people swear by them. The third step is to enhance your sparse eyebrows. A lot of us overplucked our eyebrows in the 90s, and we're finding as we get older that we have less eyebrow hair. And it's not just from overplucking, it can also just be simply from age or from hormone imbalance or thyroid problems. Any of those things can lead to sparse eyebrows. Luckily, there are a couple things you can do at home for sparse eyebrows. One thing is to try an eyebrow growth serum. I was a bit skeptical about these, but I work with a company called City Beauty, and they asked me to try their Brow Boost serum years ago, and I loved it. It went off the market and I was bereft, and now it's back on the market with a new name. It is the Redensifying Brow Serum, and it's not cheap. It's about $100 for one of these, but it really does work. I was so skeptical about it working, and it did. I love it. And I didn't even use it correctly. You're supposed to use it twice a day, and I only managed to do it maybe once a day because I have a horrible memory, and it works. So twice a day, you put this on. It's just a clear gel, and it really does make my eyebrows grow. I mainly focused on this part of my eyebrows because that's where I especially wanted them to fill in, but maybe I'll try using it more on the tail end too, because that's practically non-existent these days. Now, there are other eyebrow serums on the market, but I like this one. It's made in the USA, and it has a money-back guarantee, so if you don't see that it works for you, then you can get a refund, which is great. If using an eyebrow serum doesn't appeal to you for any reason, then you can always just fill in your eyebrows with pencils or powders. I know that there are great powders out there, but I personally prefer to use a pencil. The company that I prefer to use is called Eyebrow. One of the main reasons I really appreciate Eyebrow is because they cater to the silver hair market. They really understand what gray hair women are looking for when it comes to an eyebrow pencil or powder. And that's awesome because a lot of the times these cosmetic companies don't appear to even consider gray hair in the equation. And they have eyebrow pencils and powders in a variety of shades that will look good with any tone of gray hair, from warm to cold, maybe speckled with brown or a little red, whatever it is, you can find it there. Now, I'll be doing a whole other video soon about how to choose the best color eyebrow to wear with your gray hair, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna show you what I do to fill in my sparse eyebrows and to make them look their best. I managed to misplace my favorite Eyebrow pencil that works beautifully with my shade of gray hair and my skin tone, and that one is called Cool Helen. In the meantime, I have a few other samples. I'll just show you how I use it to fill in my sparse eyebrows, even if the shade's not quite right for me. I just go in there and especially fill in this part because, like I said, that's the part I care about. That's the part where all your expressions are, right? I just do a little over here. I don't want to end up with an obvious pencil line. It's hard when you reach the age when you can't see anything. Got contacts and glasses. Okay, it's looking better. On the end of the Eyebrow pencil, it has a little brush. I'm just gonna brush my eyebrows. After I have powdered or penciled my eyebrows, I use a clear gel just to hold them in place. The one I like is from Anastasia. It looks like this. So just go in, go over. It smells kind of nice too. And that's it. Now, the number one question women ask about gray hair is what color should my eyebrows be? That's a question for a whole other video. In the meantime, I will put my eyebrow cheat sheet down in the show notes. It's absolutely free. It will help you with your gray hair eyebrow problems. And I'll also put a link to my blog post all about how to tame your crazy gray eyebrows. There are videos in there, and there are a lot of other helpful tips and tricks and products that I know you'll love. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again soon.